just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're led by their quarterback out of Ohio State, first-round pick Justin Fields.
A lot of guys love sitting here, Mike, and nitpicking his game. And I would agree, some of it is fair criticism. But there's one thing you can't deny. This guy is electric with the ball in his hands. One of the best open field runners, regardless of position, in the entire league. But for him to take the next step and develop as a quarterback, he needs to match that arsenal that he has with his legs and develop a little bit more in the traditional passing game with his arm. If he's able to do that, they're not only going to have a chance to win here today, but they're going to win for a long time in the future.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Throwing is Fields. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Well, the Jets come out with Aaron Rodgers. Of course, all the buildup in 2023, it lasted all of 4 snaps. But the man is a legend. A Super Bowl champ, 10-time Pro Bowler. Greg, his 20th NFL season.
There's not many guys, Mike, in NFL history that while their career is still ongoing, they already are considered a no-brainer finding themselves in Canton one day. And this guy is certainly at the top of the list. Let's not forget, this is not some washed-up quarterback who can't let go of the past. He is still capable of playing at an all-pro level, and if he continues to do so, any team he's on is going to be a Super Bowl contender.
And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. DeMonte Casey in on the tackle. Second down and 8. Another run here with Hall. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. That one's a poorly. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Conklin.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
On second down, a run with Hall. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Third and short yardage, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Zerline's kick is good. And the Jets are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So 3-0 our score, and we are set for the dynamic kickoff. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Steelers offense ready to get going with their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He's got a man down the field. It's Austin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Play action now for Fields. That's the former Ram and Falcon, Van Jefferson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Really impressive job by the quarterback to stay in there. He knew that hit was coming in the pocket, but he held it just long enough to let his receiver win versus man coverage and deliver that ball on target. Any quarterback in the league, Mike, at this level can operate when things are clean. But when you have guys bearing down on you, can you hold it a little bit longer? Because if not, the timing of the play just doesn't work out. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
On the handoff, it's Harris. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. The Jets have the advantage. Third down and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That is brought in at the 10. And And he's going to be taken down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
From 6 yards out, it's first and goal. Now it's a bootleg with Fields. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it'll be second and goal.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
A run. Here's Harris. And they are all over that on defense. Good surge. Drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down. And this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting. But finally, when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
Fields from the gun on third down. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can see the receiver. He's pleading his case to the refs. But from our perspective, Mike, I think it's pretty clear. He was not in bounds. I don't blame him for trying. If I was in his situation, I'm doing the exact same thing.
Now on fourth down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. This about as short as you can get. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will tie the game at 3 apiece.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. To return, it's Isaiah Davis. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Jets offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start first and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's hauled. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Here's Rodgers. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. A throw left side taken in by Corley. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
Nice play here by Malachi Corley, the young rookie wide receiver, and something we're going to continue to see out of him as the rest of the year unfolds is, Mike, he has such a knack for turning short throws into long gains, and his ability to be a ball carrier after the catch. It's really what separates certain guys from others in this league, and for a young player to have that innate kind of sense to be a ball carrier, find any ways you can get him the ball. Screens, smokes, bubbles, doesn't matter. Get the ball in his hands, and usually good things happen. Doesn't it seem like that every time we see a highlight reel catch, they love showing the wide receivers and the running backs, but let's give a little love to the big tight end. I mean, what an athletic play. Understanding that ball was down and away, you've got to lay out to secure it. And not only is he able to get his hands under it and catch it initially, but he's able to survive the ground, and that's a big-time play.
Here's a 2nd and 6. On the give, it's Hall. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Our score. 2 minutes to go in this first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. On 3rd down, Rodgers. To the goal line and in. Tyler Conklin. Touchdown, Jests.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Jets take a 10-3 lead.
Steelers 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Steelers offense ready to take over once more. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Now Fields. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Fields. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. There he goes again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On 1st and 10, Fields. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
2nd down, it's Fields. Now he'll run it. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Fields now. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
This one caught at the 4. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. Third and goal. Back to throw is Fields. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Justin Fields. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
So now this to get him back to even heading into the break. He's got it. And the Steelers will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this 1st half as the kick's away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you.
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Jets offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. He'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. The shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's 2nd and 2. He'll try the right side with Hall. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short. Play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
First down for Aaron. Throwing left side. And it's taken in by Williams. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Rodgers. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. He's got a receiver, Alan Lazard. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
They call this the alley. So it's the area between the hash marks and the numbers, and depending on what defense they're in, there is a lot of space to be had down those seams. So if this defense doesn't make a couple of adjustments, I wouldn't expect this offense to target any other place on this field.
He's got it at the 7, and they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That is such a critical area on the field, Mike, between the hash marks and the numbers. Everyone wants to control the middle of the field. Every offense is targeting it. So what does the defense do? They really pack it. So for a quarterback to be able to put this ball out on the perimeter, it just really stresses these defenses, especially in their coverages.
They'll run. It's Hall. Can't fault the effort. He got half a couple of tackles, but ultimately the defense gets him for a loss of yardage.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
And he will get into the end zone. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Now Zerline for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jets go up by 7. It is now 17-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Steelers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. They go play action with Fields. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Now he'll run. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of a defense, and we saw it again here.
A give, and here comes Harris. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Another run here with Harris. He's down inside the 10. A gain of 4. Third and 6. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This to get the deficit down inside of a touchdown. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Davis now to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll take this up to the 30. A pickup of 5. Off the play fake, Rodgers. That's to the right side. He's got Corley. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the handoff, here comes Hall. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards. 1st down, Jets.
They'll go again with Hall. Finding space inside the 40. To the 20. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 38 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Hall running right. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Over the middle, that's Corley.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Throwing, Rodgers. They're called in at the 2. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Extra point try now for Zerline. He's got it. And the Jets will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Steelers 13.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Patterson now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Steelers offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's brought in right side by Pickens. Second and 6 coming up. Here's Fields. And he's not going to get away. They track him down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Here's a big one. This 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for Pickens. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
To the sideline, he's got it. The official says yes, the feet are in, and they convert on 4th down. So they hook up again, 2nd time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down. Fields to throw. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Fields now on 2nd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 18 yards on the pickup there. That's a Steeler 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and There's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
They come to the line for this one. Third down, needing 3. A look underneath here for Harris. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. Fields to throw for it. He's got his man. It's Pickens. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. And they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. Here we go. 1st and goal. Now, Fields. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
Important one here now for the Steelers. They're going to try to go for the 2-point conversion.
The Steelers will line up for the...
They'll go with Harris. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful. Too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here. Has midfield.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
Rodgers will take a knee, and that should do it. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.